let's talk about artificial intelligence. It's not just another piece of tech, it's a force that is completely changing our digital world and maybe most importantly, how we defend it. Today, we're going to break down how AI is shaking up cybersecurity for better and, yeah, for worse. And really, the best way to wrap your head around its impact is with this one idea. AI is a double-edged sword. On one edge, you've got this incredible shield, right? Something strong enough to protect us from threats we can't even imagine yet. But on the other edge, well, that's where the danger lies, with risks we're just starting to figure out. The real challenge isn't about picking a side. It's about learning how to handle this incredibly powerful tool without getting hurt. So that's exactly how we're going to structure this explainer, around that core tension. First, we're going to look at the promise, all the amazing things AI can do with its speed, its scale, and its accuracy. Then we're going to flip the coin and explore the peril, diving into the new risks it brings up, things like bias, privacy, and who's responsible when things go wrong. Let's kick things off with the bright side. Okay, so we are absolutely stepping into a new age of digital defense, and it's pretty much all being powered by artificial intelligence. Honestly, it's a giant leap from the security tools we're used to. Now, what's really driving this whole thing? Well, AI isn't just one magic box. It's a whole toolkit of powerful tech working together. First up, you've got machine learning, which is basically the system's ability to learn from mountains of data without a human having to code every single rule. Then there's natural language processing, or NLP, which lets machines understand human language. So think about it, an AI that doesn't just see a weird email, but actually understands the tricky, manipulative words used in a really clever phishing scam. And finally, you have neural networks, which are kind of modeled after our own brains. They are amazing at finding super complex, hidden patterns in data, connecting the dots between things that look totally random to uncover a sneaky attack that's already in progress.
Let's just zoom in on machine learning for a second, because it's a total game changer. Your old antivirus software, it had a list of bad guys. If a new virus showed up that wasn't on the list, well, you were in trouble. ML completely flips that script. It learns what your network looks like on a normal day, and then it flags anything at all that looks out of place. And the more data it sees, the smarter it gets. It adapts. This means it can spot brand new attacks that no one has ever seen before.
So this ability to learn gives us 4 huge wins. First, way better threat detection, spotting those tiny, weird signals I just mentioned. Second, automated incident response. Think of it like a digital firefighter that can jump on a problem and contain it in milliseconds, way before a human analyst even gets the alert. Then you've got predictive analytics. This is where the AI looks at past attacks to guess where the bad guys might hit next, so you can strengthen your defenses before they even try. And all of this together just means a massive boost in accuracy and efficiency, which frees up the human experts to work on the really tough strategic problems. So let's see how this all comes together. AI systems are plowing through oceans of data in real time, catching patterns a human team would never, ever see. They can instantly quarantine a device that's been compromised. And by tapping into threat data from all over the world, they can even predict the next big ransomware attack. The takeaway here is huge. We're finally moving away from just reacting after we've been hit to proactively hunting down threats and stopping them in their tracks. All right, but every great power casts a long shadow. Now we have to look at the other edge of that sword, the peril. Because when you have security systems that can act on their own, you get a whole bunch of really serious ethical questions that we just can't ignore. Yeah, this kind of power definitely comes with consequences. The very systems we build to protect ourselves can open up new and really complicated risks. And we're not just talking about technical bugs here. We're talking about really deep challenges that have to be sorted out before they become a permanent part of our security infrastructure. And this isn't just 1 or 2 small problems. We're looking at a whole ecosystem of concerns. As you can see, there are 7 big ones here. Everything from that classic privacy versus security debate, to people losing their jobs, all the way to the very real possibility of bad guys weaponizing this tech. So let's break these down into a few groups to make sense of it all. The first bucket of risks is really all about the direct human cost. I mean, think about it. For an AI to find threats, it has to watch everything. And that can be a major invasion of privacy. Then there's the problem of bias. If you train an AI on bad data from the past, it might learn to unfairly target certain people or behaviors as suspicious. And what happens when an automated system makes a mistake? Say it locks a CEO out of her account right before a huge deal closes. Who's responsible? The person who wrote the code? The company that bought the software? The AI itself? Suddenly, accountability gets really, really fuzzy. Okay, Next up are the flaws in the system itself. A lot of these advanced AI models are what we call black boxes. We can see the answer they spit out, but we have no idea how they got there. It's like a judge giving a verdict without explaining any of the legal reasoning. It makes it almost impossible to trust or double-check the system. And what if a clever attacker manages to poison the data the AI learns from? They could basically teach the AI to ignore them, creating a perfect hidden backdoor. And of course, the same powerful AI that we use to build defenses can be flipped and used as a weapon to create smarter, sneakier malware.
And finally, there's the big one, the socioeconomic impact. The incredible efficiency of AI means it's probably going to automate a lot of the day-to-day tasks that cybersecurity professionals do right now. This isn't just a tech problem, right? This is about people's jobs, their careers. It means we have to have a serious talk about what the future of work looks like in this industry and how we can retrain people for new roles. So, you've got this incredible promise on one side and this serious peril on the other. What do? Well, we don't throw away the sword. We learn to master it. This last part is all about how we can wield AI responsibly, using smart, ethical guidelines.
Look, the technology by itself isn't the answer here. To handle all these risks, we need to build some guardrails. And that means creating clear ethical rules and solid governance structures that guide how AI is built, how it's used, and how it's watched, right from the very beginning. And here's a pretty practical way to do it. It's a simple 3-step roadmap. Step 1, set up governance. That means creating ethics boards and defining really clear rules for how AI can be used. Step 2, engineer for trust. This means building things like transparency and anti-bias tools right into the system from the get-go. And step 3, constantly monitor and adapt. Because let's face it, the threats are always changing and the technology is too. You know, in the end, it all comes down to one word: balance. The goal isn't to hit the brakes on innovation. The goal is to make sure our commitment to responsibility, to foresight, and to integrity keeps pace with it. We have to be just as excited about managing the risks as we are about chasing the rewards.
And that brings us to a final, really important idea. The way forward isn't to be afraid of this technology or to avoid it. It's about mastery. It's about understanding this tool so deeply that we can use its power for good while keeping its potential for harm in check. So I'll leave you with this question to think about. As these AI systems get smarter and more independent, how do we make sure that human oversight isn't just a check-the-box exercise? How do we keep it truly meaningful and effective? That's really the challenge for all of us as we move forward.